honey. I miss you guys. So, I want to talk to y'all about cheating, right? You know, sometimes when your partner cheat, right, it's easy to forgive and quote unquote try to get over it or whatever and go back to them, reconcile what was broken, you know. And I got cheated on a lot in my past. And I went back a lot of times and I realized that from my experience, cheaters don't change. Especially if they go back to the same person that the person that they cheated on, go back to them. I don't think they're going to change for that person. Because they don't have no reason to change. You know what I mean? They didn't experience no heartbreak or none of that because, not that they should be heartbroken because they cheated in the first place, but they didn't experience no consequences to their actions because they got right back in a comfortable situation with that partner that they cheated on. Because their partner didn't stand their ground and set no boundaries or, say, you did this and that's that and I'm gone. So then they didn't have no reason to be sad or emotional or, feel remorse for what they did. You know what I mean? Because the partner was still there. So essentially they didn't even grow from the situation because they had no reason to, because they still got all the benefits from the partner. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's why cheaters don't be changed. And I feel like if a person gets cheated on and then the partner, and then they leave that partner for cheating on them, right? Okay, so now the partner has something to be sad about, something to feel remorseful for, because now they see some consequences coming from what they done did to the person, you know what I mean? And now maybe in the future they might change for another person because now they experiencing the hurt that comes from being abandoned quote unquote by the person they cheated on. You know what I mean? They don't have they have a reason to change. But I just feel like if you keep going back to them, they don't have no reason to change. And they gonna view you even less than they did before because they see that you're in their brain, you're probably weak, you're gonna keep going back, they're gonna keep getting whatever they want out of you because you're so emotional and you feel this way about them and they can do whatever because they feel like you wrapped around their finger, you know what I mean? And that's like a bad feeling. Like, you never really think like that until you like leave the person that cheated on you. You never really think like, oh, he probably didn't even care about me. I'm over here sad and emotional and I'm feeling like we gonna work it out this time, but we really not. I mean, I would never think that we not. I would really think in my heart and my soul like this is real and this is, he really care and he really gonna change, but at the end of the day they never really change. And I just feel like when you get cheated on, you should just leave that person altogether. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to change. And you're just going to be sitting there getting your hopes up over and over for no reason. And your value will go down. Because then you'll start feeling certain ways about yourself. Like, he already don't value you because he see that you don't care about yourself enough to, like, leave him alone. He can do whatever he want and run over you, like really, you know what I mean? And like, I don't want to be like that. Like, I got too much to offer. Like, I really got a mind. A lot of the women like my age or whatever, or females or whatever, like in my age group, in my generation, all that, don't have nothing going for themselves, or even mentally don't got nothing going for themselves. And I just feel like I got a lot to offer, and I feel like a lot of males can see that, and if a male can't see that, they don't need to be in my space. You know what I mean? That's how it should be for you too. Like, no, the junk is dead. It's a whole new year. Even if it wasn't a whole new year, even if it was just a new day, whatever. Like, you don't have to settle for nothing. You don't have to stay, and you don't have to. And just because you've been doing something for a long time, don't mean you have to continue to do that. you can change any day without no explanation for nobody. I remember there was one guy that I was intimate with before, right? And like, he was coming back in my life or whatever, right? And I didn't want to do that with him no more. And he like, well, we already did it, so, or well, you already gave this or gave that or whatever, so why like who cares, basically. Like, no. Because obviously it's a reason why I stopped that, and I can change my perspective or my view on life or intercourse or anything at any given time because of my life. And people change all the time. Why do people feel like they gotta stay in the same spot? Just because you feel this way don't mean I feel this way. Just because something was something in the past don't mean that it is this right now. Things can always change. You don't have to stay in the same spot. You don't have to keep being hurt. You don't have to keep crying. You don't have to keep forgiving nobody. Because at the end of the day, like, life is short. Life is beautiful. You don't want to miss out on none of the good stuff that you can be experiencing, wasting your energy and time and soul on people that don't deserve it. You know what I mean? That drink is dead. Like, it's dead, honey. If I was just sitting here getting cheated on all day, I would not be making my YouTube videos or none of that. I would be very much emotional and crying and all over the place all the freaking time. And now all the potential I have is going to waste on somebody that don't even deserve that junk. I'm wasting my potential on somebody for no reason. And I could be building a future for myself. So I gotta think, like, your time is precious. You know, all the experiences you have, whether they be big or small or anything, is gonna affect you in the future. And you want to just guard yourself so that you don't have to heal from nothing unnecessarily, like I was saying in my other video. There's no reason to have to heal from nothing if you can just avoid it altogether. And, you know, just because you got cheated on in the past and somebody said sorry and it's never happen again and all that don't mean go back, because you already know, especially if it happened more than one time, that it's probably gonna happen again. So you don't want to give nobody a chance to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, at all. I don't want to give nobody a chance to hurt you again, because that's going to be hard to get over. You know what I mean? Life is like, life and experiences are really very, very significant, and things can really, really, really affect you in a deep way. And you don't want to have to heal from nothing that you don't have to heal from. You know, you can avoid anything that you feel like is not worth your time. People don't be worthy of your presence. None of that stuff. You got a lot to offer to the world, and you don't want to ruin your energy or your heart or your soul. You want to protect your heart, because that's gonna make everything else in your life, you know, smooth. If your heart is nourished with love and care and people that really love you, really, really, really are for you. You know, a lot of people don't be for you, like, at all. And honey, I'm not dealing with nobody that's not for me no more, honey. Period. Really. Like, it's just too much to live for. It's too much to live for. It's too much to do. It's too many places to travel. It's too much happiness to experience. It's just like no reason to be out here crying and laying in the bed and like arguing and blocking and unblocking and going back, and like, who really want to do that? Like, I hate that junk. I just don't understand. It's like, it's funny, but it's not funny, because it's really sad, it's really emotional, and it's really hard. And I understand that. And if y'all ever want to talk to me, y'all can talk to me, because I'm the queen of, you know, going back. You know what I mean? But honey, it's not worth it. It was never worth it, ever. I wish I never did go back, but everything happens for a reason. I feel like it made me stronger, you know what I mean? And I know my worth for sure. And I got so much to live for, so much to do in my life, and so many people that, you know, I love and I care for, and I try to be there for, and I won't, you know, and I don't want them to be hurt that I'm hurting. You know, I just want to be good for everybody. I want to be good for myself, good for my baby, good for my dad and my mom and my family, my niece, everybody that look up to me, quote unquote, or whatever, to an extent, have some sort of regard for me as a person, or feel like I'm a certain way or whatever, and they want to be a certain way. Some positive, you know, I want to be a good influence, and me having no love for myself, no love for my being, it's not a good influence. And I don't want to influence my baby to deal with that type of stuff, you know what I mean, with males and stuff when she get older. You know, certain stuff like you just don't tolerate. Certain things you don't tolerate. And people around you are watching you. And people care about you, and stuff can hurt people's feelings when you hurting, or you keep going through certain things that everybody know and you know that you shouldn't go through. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to go through that journey. You know? But it's gonna be okay. And, you know, everything take time, you know. It be hard, but, you know, when you, like, put yourself out into the world and you see all the good people out here, it make you realize, like, okay, I don't even need to mess with this person. There's so many good people that I'm just missing out on because I'm putting all my energy to somebody that's not good. And that's not what's up. There's so many good people, so many good friends. It don't even have to be a romantic relationship, but just friends, people that support you and want to see you be great, and want to see you be successful. You know, it's a lot of people that you will find that are right there in front of you. You probably never saw them because you were so focused on the negatives, focused on things that weren't good for your soul, you know. But in the end, you'll figure it out. It takes time, for sure. Stuff be hard, but you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to break your own heart, because eventually it's not that person is break your heart, it's you break your own heart, because now you know better. And if you refuse to listen to what you already know in your gut, your intuition, and your soul, then you hurting yourself, and it's no longer their responsibility, because they know how they are. They know what intentions they got. You know what intentions they got. And if you know those intentions don't line up with what you want for yourself, and you still put yourself in that predicament, then at this point, you're hurting yourself. And you break your own heart, figuratively speaking, but realistically, you really are. You know what I mean? It's not them no more, because we already found this out. So at this point, it's your fault, you know? And that's how, you know, you gotta think about it. You know, the truth hurts, but that's really what it is. But it don't even freaking matter, because like billions of people in the world, right? Your husband might not even look nothing like the person that you keep cheating on. You might have somebody totally different. It might be somebody in another freaking country. You don't even freaking know. You know, but you would never know if you don't try. You would never know if you don't let go. You know what I mean? So, you just gotta realize that, you know, everything gonna be okay, honey. And I'm here to talk to y'all whenever you wanna talk. I love y'all so much, and I'm here for you. And, you know, whenever I'm going through it emotionally, being there for other people make me feel better, you know. I want y'all to be great. I want to be great. You know, I was feeling a little down a little bit, but me just caring about how other people feel, like asking them if they're okay or what's going on, or telling them that things are going to be okay, that made me feel better, because I feel like I'm talking to myself too. And I want to nurture other people too. That just made me feel good in my heart. And I feel like when I'm nurturing other people, I'm nurturing myself. When in reality, you probably kind of are. Well, I feel like I am. Like, for example, you put out negative energy, you angry, you yelling, you fighting, and that's still hurting you, whether you realize it in the moment or not. But if you putting out all this anger into the world, that's hurting you. So if you putting out positivity and kindness and love and peace, then that should be nurturing you too. You know, maybe that's why I feel that way. You know, it do feel good. And I feel like if y'all down or whatever or anything, you know, sometimes you feel selfish, like, oh, it's about me, oh, I'm sad, or oh, this. Because you are sensitive in that moment and hurting. But I swear, when I be, you know, being there for other people, it take my perspective outside of myself. You know, because sometimes you get too tied up into yourself when you sad, and it's like you forget about everything else around you. And, you know, everything else, life still goes on, and I know, you know, it be hurting and stuff, but when you just take the perspective outside of yourself, it made me feel better. You know, I start to realize, you know, come back to reality. Cause like I be like in a whole nother universe when I'm going through stuff. But when you like look at what's around you, all the people around you, you know, some things might be worse than what you're even going through. You don't even, you know, then it's like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't be sad about this. You know, you don't want to be stuck on something for too long, because you don't want to miss out on what you can experience or the potential that's in front of you. Or you don't want to be stuck on something, because then you realize, okay, you lose gratitude for everything you already got, or everything that somebody else probably don't even got, and you got it. Somebody probably going through death or anything, which is way worse than a heartbreak. You know, so you gotta think about that, put everything into perspective, and realize what's really important. And you know, it's hard to think that way. You know, think that what you feeling is not as significant. Everything is significant, but at the end of the day, you gotta bring it all, put everything in front of you, and really weigh everything out and figure out, you know, what you need to do and what needs to change, and how you should be feeling, and how you should be letting go of certain things and moving forward, because things are not as deep as you feel like they are. You know what I mean? Because things are not always that deep, and you know, it's way worse that you can be experiencing right now, you know. But y'all, that's all I have for y'all today. Girl, I broke my pink glasses, which made me kind of angry, but I ordered, well, not angry, but I feel like I still look cute, but I really just love those. But I ordered me some more, you know, just gotta wait a couple weeks. But anyway, y'all, yes ma'am, I hope y'all doing okay, and I love y'all so much, and I hope y'all loving yourself too. And I hope y'all having a good new year. My new year started off a little bit bad, but I'm turning it around, honey, period, because we're not gonna be stuck in the same spot, okay? So I love y'all so much, and y'all can text me on Instagram and on Snapchat, because I want to talk to y'all, meet y'all and stuff like that. And I want some friends, and you know, I want to be there for y'all and stuff too. That make me happy, period. I love you.